Hey, so today I'm going to be talking all about me growing out my natural hair color and the process and showing you the steps and all that stuff. So first, I guess I'll just talk about why I had to start growing out my natural hair color. A couple of factors. So my long-term signature hair color was a silvery whitish gray. It was anywhere from a silvery white to a full-on gunmetal gray, and I had some variation of that for years, literally years. I'd been bleaching my hair since high school. I had it half black for a while. I was actually one of the OGs with the split dye hair. I gotta say, I gotta give myself credit. The half black and half white was a very signature look for me for a little bit, but it was just too high maintenance. And also back in the day I had some pastel pink hair, and I also had in high school, all the way back in high school, I had half pink hair. So anyway, I was just getting so fed up with my hair not growing, which by not growing is we know that just means it's breaking off, because you're getting roots but your hair is not getting longer. And when I really noticed it being the worst was when I moved to my house 3 years ago or so, when I moved into my new place, because we have well water here. Whole neighborhood has well water, and if you don't know about well water, it contains hard minerals that just are not good for your hair. It makes it really dry, really brittle, hard to penetrate with moisture, and it makes it so brassy. Oh my god, being a blonde or any type of chemically processed bleach whatever is torturous when you have well water. It's so hard. So I was faced with a couple issues. My hair was really so dry, so brittle, no matter what I did. I had literally pieces of hair that were so short around my crown, and the color, I had to I still, with my ends, I had to tone my hair every single time I washed it, every single time. Now I just use a conditioner, toning mask on the ends. It's not that big of a deal, but when you're doing your whole head, that is so much product, so much maintenance, so much mess, such just a pain in the ass, to be honest. And I was honestly, at this point, I want my hair to be long more than I want it to be silver. Genuinely. I just want my hair to grow, and I don't feel I'm in an environment where I can continue doing this to my hair. So the journey began. I didn't really know how long I was actually gonna last. Like I said, it's been 2 years now, which is crazy for someone who's been dyeing their hair since they were literally a kid. But my goal was just to not color it for as long as humanly possible and see what happens. So now my goal is to get it as long as possible and be totally virgin, totally natural. So eventually I want all of my colored ends to be gone. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see how long it gets. I would like for it to get super long. I've just been continuously trimming the ends, so it's getting less and less of colored ends. So let's go into my little timeline here. Side note, if you follow me on TikTok, I did already make a little mini video about this, so sorry if it's repetitive, but I wanted to make a long one for YouTube. This photo, my roots have been growing out for quite a few months already, but I actually really liked the rooted look. I thought it was cute. So this was, I think it was around 6 months of my hair growing. This was to the point where I was okay, oh, my roots are pretty long. I was they're looking pretty long, but I still didn't mind it. For some reason it had a nice blend, almost seemed intentional. So I was all right, let's roll. See, it didn't look, as it continued to grow, it looked pretty good. And this, this was the point, this was at least a year in. I was she's almost a brunette at this point. It's growing. It still wasn't getting that long because the ends were still so dry and breaking, and I was continuously trimming them. But this was the first time where I was actually seeing some growth in my hair, and I was yes, let's go. And this was a few months ago, to where I was all right, baby, let's get it. This was at almost it was over a year and a half at this point, or around a year and a half of hair growth at this point. And I was yes, this is when I actually was fully able to notice how much healthier my hair actually was. My hair has to be washed more often because it has more natural oils. It's shinier, it's softer, it's thicker. This is when I started noticing everything about my hair was just finally improving. And now we're at the 2-year mark, and this is all my natural hair with no extensions. This is all of it. I'll show you the back. I didn't do much to style it today, so I apologize, but it's down to just the middle of my back, which I didn't think it was gonna get there, so I'm so happy. I've thought about potentially changing these ends, that color of these ends in the new year, but that's still underway. I've decided since I've been thinking about it for a few months, if I still want it at the end of the year, then I'll do it, but we'll see. it was actually so hard for me to grow out my natural hair color because I felt like the silver thing was like, I mean, the silver was my signature like style. After I switched from like the half and half, which was my signature, I was able to like transition to like a new signature style. So I was like, I felt like I was giving up almost like a part of like my identity or my like presence in some way, or like something that made me like unique and different. I hated my natural hair color when I was younger, but since I've been on this like self-love journey, I'm like, who's to say that it won't make me feel more like me? And to be completely honest, I do feel more like me. It's crazy. Like, I look at myself and I'm like, wow, like I genuinely think I look so much better with my natural hair color, and I never ever thought I'd say that. Like, I actually feel good, and it didn't make me feel like basic or like a normie or like whatever, all those things that I thought like years ago when I didn't want to have my natural hair color. You know, it would be nice to be able to do something like with a fresh canvas once it's all virgin again, but my options are limited because of like the well water situation. So I don't know, I've in general just like feel more like me than ever, and this kind of helped with my like my healing journey, because I like tried so much of my life to kind of like erase my like past self because I had so many insecurities, and I'm just like, I guess, coming full circle and embracing my like natural self more. You know, even stuff as silly as like I'm not wearing my contacts anymore, I'm wearing my glasses. Like, I'm not letting like the things that I had insecurities about like dictate my appearance. Like, because we out here embracing our true selves, whatever that means to you. That doesn't have to be natural, that doesn't have to be whatever. I just want everyone to embrace like the truest form of their selves. And I know this was just supposed to be a video about growing out your hair, and if you don't follow me and you just randomly stumbled across this video, sorry for getting all philosophical on you. That's me, that's MJ, that's what she does. Oh, what did I do? What did I do to make my hair grow? I didn't do anything. Like, I think I would say what I didn't do is what's most important. I didn't do anything special. Like, my hair care routine stayed the same, except I just literally stopped bleaching it. So I wash it as like infrequently as possible. I just shampoo it, I condition it. Then afterwards I like brush it with a wet brush, and I put in like a color protector on my ends, a heat protector, and a leave-in conditioner. I never blow dry it, ever never blow dry it, and I very rarely heat style it. And that's it, that's literally it. Like, when I want to get some like waves or curls that are like nicer than my like natural ones, which are pretty sad because I used to have wavy hair, I don't know what happened. But when I want to add like a little extra wave or whatever, I'll sleeve with it in a bun or in braids. And if I, you know, want to add like a little curl to it, I'll like go in with just like a couple pieces with the iron. Very occasionally I'll straighten it just for like the sake of like photos or videos or something, but super rarely. Like, I use heat on it like maybe like 1 to 3 times a month. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon, probably. Bye.